Hey guys, how's it going? Clark Wozich here, and welcome to Coach Clark's Corner. A little bit about myself. I'm a defensive assistant at Western Oregon University. I've coached linebackers and DBs, and I do a lot of work as a recruiting analyst. And before I got to Western, I spent 4 years coaching eight-man football at Lowell High School in Oregon, and then I spent 1 year coaching at Days Creek. I got to be a part of three conference titles in a row, which was a lot of fun, and I got to learn from some of the best high school coaches in Oregon in the country at any level. Um, and now that these guys are retiring, I think there's a little bit of learning lost between them and the younger guys that are coming up. And if you're getting started and you're going to start coaching eight-man football and you haven't played at the level or been around the game, there's a bit of a learning curve. And if you're a head coach, it's kind of rough because you got to figure that stuff on the fly, and you're trying formations that don't work and you're getting your butt kicked. And I'm really hoping through these tutorials that we can avoid that. And so this is why I'm going to teach you the Mighty Mo offense. So here's what I like about it. For one, the offense works in the 11-man game as well. You just have to add three receivers about anywhere on the field. It's that simple. And in football and in life, what's popular is not always right, and you really don't need to reinvent the wheel to win a football game. So here is the base formation in the 11-man football game. There's a young Coach Clark playing semi-pro football. And when the guy I ended up coaching with was the offensive coordinator on our squad, and he was also the head coach at Lowell High School. And just being a practice dummy, I thought there was something to it because I had to be disciplined for the first time in 4 years. Most semi-pro offensive coordinators don't really think outside the Xbox like Coach Todd did. And down here is the eight-man version. You see, we don't really have guys that are wide receivers or tackles, but it's usually a wide receiver body type guy coming in here at tight end. And, he's just a skill guy that has to come in and block like the big boys. He'll down block, he'll kick out, he'll pull. But he also has to, run routes, and we'll split him out. We won't keep him in the box all day. So moving on, an important aspect of it is very direct play calling and assignments. We always tell the kids what they're doing. You can do pretty darn well with some average American teenagers, and having a football savvy kid is helpful, like your quarterback and maybe one other skill guy in alignment, but it's not necessarily required. And it's just very helpful. And lastly, the thing I really like the most about it right here is that it involves every type of offensive form, play that I like. There's a Lombardi element, like a Eddie Robinson element where they've got 6 plays, and we're just going to perfect those and through repetition, and we're going to run them till you stop us. There's elements of the I formation, the wing T, service academy football, in the West Coast passing attack. It's changed with the times. We spread the field and we run some pre-snap RPOs without reinventing the wheel. And you can be pretty fast paced. My little squads ran plays almost every 20 seconds, huddling up and signaling in plays to the quarterback the old fashioned way. You know, and it's not completely antiquated. Uh, we throw the ball about 15 to 20 passes a game and complete most of them. You just need to make sure that you're setting up on the run. Another thing I like about it, you're almost under center the entire time. And this makes your 3-step drop, your play action and sprint out passing game exceptionally lethal and quick hitting. And you do not give up very many sacks. I think like one game we might have given up 2 or 3 in the playoffs because we held on to the ball too long. And that's about all I remember getting sacked. If you can do a shotgun snap, it's helpful, and it allows you to be a little bit versatile, but it's not required. I mean, this being said, if you do fumble the football, you're not going to spend bad weather games, chasing fumbles flying over your head. You might drop it on the ground, and that's a ball security and another fundamentals thing you can fix. Um, moving on, and kind of what I like about it. Another aspect, we've got this. At the 8-man level, you'll never see a true dropback passer like Dan Marino or Drew Bledsoe all that often. Most of these kids are a wishbone style QB. They'd probably be playing slot receiver at another school. We really treat him like a running back that throws passes. If the only time we really don't hit him in practice is when he's dropping back to throw. When it's an option play or a QB run, you can give him a little bit of a love tap, I guess. You're going to call his number about as much in the run game as you will in the pass. Here's the last thing I like about this offense that's almost key that you got to do. You're going to use a multiple count QB cadence. You're going to go on 2, 3, first sound, and one thing I'm going to talk about called second set go. When I was growing up, we'd always go on practice going on 1, and then our coach would be like, "Okay, let's try going on 2." And everyone and their sister, we jumped. I snapped the ball early. We all jump off sides and get a false start penalty. So they're like, "Oh, we can't do it. We can only go on 1." Well, it's simple. You never practice going on 1. You practice it go on 2 and 3 a lot to get disciplined. And first sounds are quick hit and play. Maybe like your outside runs or your toss or maybe a no motion dive. And then how second set go works is that you're on the first down set go. It's really to try to get a team to jump off sides. Your quarterback's going to go under center and he's going to go down, set, go. And then he's going to try to get him to jump, go, 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 hike, go. And you're not going to hike the ball until he goes down, set, go for the second time. It just means, hey, guys, relax. We're going to try to get those goobers across from us to jump because they're not paying attention. So that's the first part of this tutorial. Thank you for listening. I hope you find some stuff in here that's helpful and that you can learn from. I'm going to start teaching you the run game next. I'm Coach Clark. Keep your stick on the ice.